a very beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hi, Carol. Yes,
Hello, Lillian. Hello, everybody. It's great to be finally having sunny weather. Yeah, it's been raining pretty badly.
yeah. In fact, it's still raining over my side.
Okay. Well, the sun is, it's out on my side from the fact that we're about 10 minutes drive away from each other.
Yeah, it was still drizzling when I was on the way back, lah, but I think it's good. It's good now.
Mm,
Yes, right. And as you can see, we have a new background, and we have taken a short break for I think about 1 or 2 weeks, yeah,
yeah.
and we are actually launching a new series. So the new series is called Lead with Courage. Yeah, Lead with Courage. And together with me, Carol and I will be hosting this channel, this series, and tell us a little bit about what this new series is going to be about. So that's what we're going to share today, right?
Yeah, today is going to be an introduction, on what we have been up to. Lilian and I have been working on something really exciting. In fact, we actually launched, for those who are actually following the channel, you know that for class living, we launched Transform with Courage Bootcamp this year in year 2021 April, and this is going to
Mm,
be an ongoing coaching weekend with female only empowerment and also coaching weekend for women and female entrepreneurs. So this Lead with Courage series that we are coming on, that we're bringing to the table, is to to talk a little bit more about how to actually lead ourselves. Right, talking about
mm.
being female, wearing many different hats in our lives. How do we balance everything? How do we manage, and how do we really again leading our lives ourselves first, and then the community to be courageous.
Yes. And we are using this whole blueprint, all about courage blueprint, and in fact courage and confidence blueprint, right? And as a result of this mentoring program that we have developed, and the support systems from our community, Women of Courage Asia community, and our upcoming new business network, right? Her Courage Business Network. So we can see that women are gaining confidence and clarity in their personal and professional life, and
Mhm.
they're like breaking their what you call that, the patterns of self-sabotaging behaviors, and even getting unstuck from their fears, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. And many are already on their journey of living a life of courage, purpose, and even significance.
Mhm.
So I think that's something very encouraging. And we hope that, through our programs and through our platforms, through our community support and business network, we are able to support more women to embark on this journey of growth and leadership for themselves, right? This whole journey of courage and confidence. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So, Carol,
Mm.
let's talk a little bit before we go into the blueprint,
Yeah.
about this whole infamous 3 A's that we have been very familiar in our community.
Mm.
Uh, let's take a look at the Her Courage Business Network
Yeah.
that we're going to launch, right? You want to
Mhm.
share a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, her courage business network, her, as everybody know, it's a term that we use to describe a woman, her, she. But we want to use her because her HEI is also an acronym for three important, we would say, attributes that female entrepreneurs should have. First of all,
Mm,
H is a representation and a short form for honor. Do you run
mm,
your business with honor? Right?
yes.
And then who are the customers you are honoring, which is also very important because when you're running a business, you need to honor your customers, right? And then the second one would be E. The second letter would be E, and E is on and encouraging,
Empathy,
yeah, and also
empathy.
empathy as well for the customers, because end of the day, whatever business products or services that we provide, so we need to also understand and have empathies to the customer's pain so that we are able to
Mm,
find a solution, right? And then
mm,
finally, the last but not least, R. Okay, R, then that would be actually responsibility. being responsible to ourselves, to our customers, to our family, and to the community. So these are the three
Mm.
acronyms. Of course, the H, E, and R, as I mentioned earlier, E can also mean encouraging, which is we have a few different acronyms that we have come up with in terms of running having a sustainable business, and that's why it's her. Being a woman, we have so much going on in our life, and how to be a her, being honorable, right? Also being having empathy, being responsible, and also being courageous in every aspect of our lives. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this particular network that we have, it's actually created specifically for female entrepreneurs at large. It is targeted and also, created specifically to target at female entrepreneurs and various pain points that they have, a place where they can be safe, a place where they can collaborate, and a place where they can, you know, find an opportunity to expand outwards. Yeah. So we're
Mm.
trying to actually to fill a gap in the market at this moment. So that's the reason why we created Courage Based Network, and this is what also the reason why I am part of this as well. I mean, to be very frank, this is actually not my idea. It is actually a collaborative and collective ideas of six individuals. Including Lillian and myself. So we have got four more members who's also part of this. They are all founding members of this group, and we're very encouraged all these women came forward, sharing the same vision. So we want to encourage and also to attract the same women who have this to share the same vision with us onto this network, because we believe about collaboration. We don't believe in competition. We believe in working hand in hand to give value.
That's right. That's right. I think, we simply, it's a very simple vision and goal here to bring female entrepreneurs together, and let's create a positive impact through our businesses, right? And we grow together in the area of our leadership as leaders of our team and our business, and we learn from other business mentors, right? And then of course, like what Carol mentioned, collaboration is one key here as well. We want to collaborate through our network and community, so together we can create a positive impact in our sphere of influence through our businesses as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the reason why we are putting together this business networking um, group, and we are having our first session, our first meeting, our first networking meeting on the 5th of October.
October.
5th of October, yes. So to find out more about the venue and all the information, just go to her Courage Business Network Facebook page. Yeah, and all the information, all the caption below in this video. Yeah, all the information are there. So do RSVP, right? Because due to the COVID regulation, seats are very limited. However, we do have a hybrid system, right? So we're
Mm.
going to also engage with our overseas female entrepreneurs and network as well through the online platform. So yeah, nothing's going to stop us from networking and building each other up through this network.
Yes, indeed. And I'm actually very, very excited looking forward to it, because starting this whole series, in fact starting the launch party, we are going to be talking about this topic that is most of the time is actually on every female entrepreneur's mind, about
Mm,
finances, how to manage your finances, because this is very important when it comes to running your business, right? So
yeah.
it is, in a way, it is a topic that a lot of women entrepreneurs don't really want to talk about, but yet it is that important. So we're kicking it off, basically answering questions: how to get funding,
Mm,
how to attract venture capitalists. And this is very important for all female entrepreneurs. If you want to scale a business, you need funds injection. So how do you go about to to doing that? And also, really, in fact, turning back to our courage blueprint, Lillian's courage blueprint, on being aware, having awareness, having a good attitude, and also taking action. So all of this will be incorporated into all of our meeting, and it's going to be the backbone of the the way how we're going to run a courage business network as well. So if you are thinking to join a business network with a difference, then this is where you should be. So sign up for the launch party on the 5th of October.
Yes, that's right. And I think, yeah, you mentioned a very important factor, funding, right? Funding for our business. Yes, finance. That is really something that we cannot ignore,
Yeah.
right? As business owners or female entrepreneurs, this it's like cash flow is like your blood flow, your your bloodline, right? Yeah, your blood flow. So that is something that we cannot ignore, and we want to take a serious look at that. And to start off the meeting, we actually do have a venture capitalist on board, right, to share with us. Yeah, so if you have lots and lots of questions, yeah, you don't want to miss this session. Okay, more news about who are the panelists, will be released very soon. Right. In fact, how soon is soon, Carol?
Yeah, well, it will be released, in the coming weeks. So it's very important for you to get connected, like our Her Courage Business Network Facebook page, and also join us, in the Facebook group. All you need to do, just
Mm,
go on to Facebook and then just type Her Courage Biz BIZ Network, and then you'll be able to find us. So like the page, join us, then you can get all the information that you need, because this is going to be a community as well that we're trying to build in order to provide ongoing support for all female entrepreneurs. So you don't have to be alone on this entrepreneurial journey.
mm, right. So that's the Her Courage Business Network for you. So yeah, go on the link and click on the link and join us. All right, and then
Yes.
receive the invitation. RSVP. We will look forward to seeing you on the 5th of October. So let's come back to the Courage Blueprint.
Mm.
Like just now we mentioned about the 3 A's,
Yes.
right? Awareness, attitude, and action. In our own personal growth, I know both of us have embarked on this journey on personal development, and there's one thing that we most of us learn. First step, well, first thing first, awareness.
Yes.
Self-awareness is the very first step towards your own personal growth, right? If without awareness, there's this saying that you can't change what you cannot see. If you can't even see what's happening to what is working or what's not working in your life, right? What are the repeated self-sabotaging patterns in your
Mm.
life? If you're not even aware about those patterns, how are you going to make a decision and take the next step forward, right? So awareness is so critical. And how do we gain awareness, Carol? What are some of the ways that we can gain awareness?
Well, it's getting feedback. Seeking feedback will be the utmost and immediate uh, way of gaining awareness, because being
Mm,
aware is sometimes we do have blind spots. All of us have blind spots. So one of the ways actually to seek a feedback, but of course knowing where to look and how to ask for feedback is also very, very important. One
mm,
of the ways that we do here with with the courage blueprint is actually through a personality check, right? A personality test for us to actually understand who we are as a person and why we behave the way we behave, and then how our behavior affects what is coming back. So that is very, very important to me.
mm. Right. I think personality is just one of the many other components to help us to gain the awareness. And Carol mentioned, right, hit on the spot. Yes, you want to understand your own personality, your own core desires, your core fears, your core motivations, right? What you are, and even your worldview. Now, all these does help us to gain awareness. And above and beyond that, there are other techniques and other frameworks that can help us to achieve awareness, right? So there will be lots of in our coaching programs, there are many ways. Yeah, besides understanding your own personality, yeah, your own strengths, your blind spots, and many more techniques and tools that we can actually introduce to support our clients to gain that first step of awareness,
Yeah.
right? And so after gaining the awareness, I always like to say this: awareness empower you with a choice. Yes, and awareness empower you with a choice to actually make a decision. To make a decision, now that you have awareness and you're going to make choices, you're going to make decisions. Yeah, and that will bring us to the next step about attitudes. And attitudes are referring to our thinking, feeling, and choosing.
Choosing.
Yes, and that's the next step, right? Yeah. So, thinking, feeling, and choosing. So there are these three areas. How is it like for you, Carol, when you are in this stage? After you gain your awareness about your strengths, your weaknesses, your personality, and all that whole list of things.
Mm.
When after that you come to this space where you got to make a decision. How was it like for you in your own personal growth journey?
Well, first off, thinking back, it took me a bit of a first courage. Yeah, because having the awareness is having that clarity. And then the next step is taking the courage to take the next step. And then, courage wise, it's one thing. Another one is also a lot of self doubt. So that is actually my thinking, right? Thinking, am
Mm,
I able to do this? Am I able to accomplish this? And then where do I need to go next? In the beginning, to be very frank, when I first embarked on this journey, having the awareness and understanding, okay, this is what's happening. So I having that knowledge that I need to change, I need to take the next step. But fear sets in, there's procrastination. And of course, bad habits sets in as well. Then that hinder me. And and also accountability, I think is very, very important. I think there's a lot of programs out there that I've actually attended. There are programs that I've attended that I felt that there wasn't any accountability. So then I was lost. I didn't know how to go about doing it. Then realize that having someone who's actually on the journey with me actually really helped me to take the first step. So I think the breakthrough for me was being able to have someone that I can refer to, a coach that I can refer to help me to set that goal to take the first step. Yeah, I think that was what I needed as well. And then also, for me to be able to have that visual clarity in terms of where I'm heading towards. Then the next one is actually having the confidence to keep going and having the confidence to know that that there will be setback, there will be obstacles along the way, and I will fall. I will take a tumble. I might end up getting bruised somehow, right? Not physically, maybe emotionally, right? And that I need to also to have that continuous confidence to bring pick myself up and keep going. Yeah.
mm. Right. I think through our coaching with many of our clients out there, I think this is this this these two areas, the first two A's, yeah, needs a lot of work,
Yeah.
before we can actually move on to the next step, which is the action, right?
Mhm.
And if you want to go deeper, definitely, like you mentioned, it's not just the thinking, but also the feelings, right? The feelings, yeah, and then the choosing.
Mm.
So these are uh, from based on the experience that we encounter, certain patterns like the self doubt. Just now you mentioned about self doubt.
Yeah.
So these are a lot of um, beliefs that you grow up with, beliefs that you accumulate over experiences in life.
Mm.
Yeah, and if we are not careful about this, uh, it reinforces it, and especially when it's negative,
Mm.
we will keep getting. That's why people feel stuck. People feel so stuck. One very good area, since just now we talk about finances, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think we do know of women out there that are very stuck in certain patterns in their spending,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I'm guilty as charged, so I can totally
Yeah.
relate to that.
Yes, and many just overspend or spend beyond what they're earning. So therefore being trapped in that cycle of getting into debt and all that. And credit cards, the availability of credit cards doesn't help.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, right. It's so readily available. Yeah. So again, that will bring us back to tie up to our habits. right? Our habits, how are our habitude in finances?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are, so if our audience out there, if we are just highlighting one area, that's finance.
Mm,
That can be, it can be in the area of your relationship as well. Do you
yeah.
find yourself stuck in a certain pattern, in your relationship building or your communication with your loved ones or your spouse and your partners or even your children? Is there a certain pattern? Yeah. And are you having trouble, getting your opinion across? Is there always a conflict whenever you want to talk about uh, finance or you want to talk about decision making? You find that this is always a pattern, getting into arguments and then landing up in fights. It's
Mm.
like, are these patterns that you are seeing in your life? Yeah. So other than finance, relationship, what else? Fitness, right? Health.
Oh,
How
wow.
how
That's
how is
also
that
another
like
one.
for you? Yeah. What kind of patterns are you seeing, or hearing from different ones? The
Well,
patterns
the
in the area of
pattern
health.
that I've observed so far has always been, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I will have my last indulgence today, and I'll do it tomorrow.
Mm,
Yeah. Somebody once told me, they said that, if you say I put on 1 kilogram a year, and it's 10 kilograms in 10 years. So,
wow.
all of these, yeah, the health, it's accumulative. And well, the things it's a full circle, right? You need to be healthy, physically, so that you are able to push through in order to pull through for yourself and also for your business, for your family. And then, when the body is it's in a good shape, then it actually affects, your mental clarity as well. Because if your body is sluggish, you definitely will not be able to think. So health is actually, for me, I think it comes um after finance. You need to have a good mindset, and also, being able to feed your body well as well.
Mm,
Yeah, fitness is very important. I mean, last year I had an injury. So, and then of course, when the pandemic hit, I went into this state of self pity. I'm in pain. I don't want to move. But then the thing is that if I don't move, then I will I will not recover. So I was stuck in that pattern myself. Yeah, and
mm,
it took a while. It took a lot of I would say, reality checks in the form of my children. Say, your mommy,
mm,
you need to get well. So these are
mm,
some little bits that allow me to switch and to change my attitude, yeah,
mm.
towards healthier life.
Yeah. And then I think bringing back to female entrepreneurs,
Mm,
especially I think women wear many hats.
yeah.
Like you like to say, we wear so many hats, right? We are a daughter, we are a wife, we are a mother, sister, a friend, a mentor, a boss. Yeah. So in the area of that is why, being aware, having the self awareness in all these different areas of our life is so critical, as because it will affect our personal life, will somehow affect our professional life. Yeah,
Mm,
it depends on how much um, self control you have, and how much balancing act you are putting on, right? But we always advocate being authentic.
mhm.
Yeah, if on the personal front you are one persona, and then on your business front you are another persona.
Yeah.
um, that's why we talk about honor, empathy, and responsibility in Her Courage Business Network. We want to advocate, authenticity
Mm,
in the way we lead ourselves. Yeah,
yeah.
as business owners, we want to really, exercise a code of honor. We want to be able to empathize with others and actually also empathize with ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
women
self
tend to,
compassion.
yes, I think women, we tend to like self neglect, self forgetting.
Yeah, and then that brings back, to mental health, which is also another big component. It's also the current buzzword right now. Okay, we talk about
Mm,
physical health, we're also talking about mental health, because mentally we need to be healthy in order to take our business to the next frontier.
mm. Yeah. So, I mean, just a thought
Mm-hmm.
for our audience out there, right? How self-aware are you about, these main areas in your life, in the area of your finances, in the area of your relationship, in the area of, your business building, in the area of your health, the time management. Wow, the list goes on, right? There are so many
Mm-hmm.
different
Yeah,
areas in
and we're
our life.
only at number two, right? Attitude.
Yeah, I think yes, attitude we talk about thinking, feelings, and the feeling, right? So we cannot ignore how we feel. Emotions are very real,
Mhm.
right? Then when we need to make certain decisions, it does we do feel, and or before we take any action, there are emotions involved,
Yeah.
right? Negative emotions. Uh, um, we hear a lot about fear, right? The big
Mhm.
word, yeah, or anxiety. You feel anxious, you feel fearful, you feel frustrated. Yeah. So all these emotions are there for a reason, right? Do you fight against them, or do you froze, or do you take flight? Do
Mm.
you actually ignore it, pretend not to look at it? Yeah, bury it, suppress it. Yeah, all these will actually cause an impact to our action
Mm.
subsequently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm. So in the area of emotions, how what are the experiences that you get from the coaching with your clients?
Well, the experience is asking when you feel negative emotion, is actually asking myself, is this real? Whatever you're
Mm,
feeling, is it is it related to to an experience? Is it because of the
mm,
past? I will call that a past programming because of experience. Is it related to that? And and understanding what's the trigger and acknowledge
mm,
the feeling. Very, very important because the feeling is real. Acknowledge and then to understand, and if that is negative, then how do you reframe and switch your mind to go into the positive?
mm,
Yeah. So,
yeah,
and one of such tools that I encourage my client to do would be to note it down. Okay, right now this is what I'm feeling. Acknowledge, look at it, internalize it, and then reframe and say, okay, I want to make this into the positive. So if actually today the negative feeling you have is just as simple as, oh my goodness, I am so tired. Okay, tired. Then how do you reframe that? Not to be tired. Instead of saying not tired, well, it doesn't work this way. You have to actually you go on to the opposite. Energetic. Say, I want to feel energetic. And then write it down, internalize and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna be. This is what I'm choosing to be. I choose to be energetic today. I choose to be efficient today. Then so as I say, we're going back to the courage blueprint, the choosing, the thinking, and then the feeling, and then the choosing. I choose to be courageous today. I choose to be efficient today. Then we are able to move on to the next step, taking action. And this is actually what we do on almost on a daily basis, isn't it? I mean, I'm guilty that I don't join our morning workout team. Yeah, sometimes I just want to be a little alone and to have my quiet time. But for those who are listening to us or watching us, we do have a morning check-in, a bunch of ladies, like-minded ladies, coming together in the morning at 7 o'clock every single day without fail. Like to do a 7-minute workout, and then we do an emotional check-in. It's actually very, very important to start the day right. So that is how we
mm,
actually tuned and then to accomplish good attitude in order to start the day.
yeah. So that is our renew your mind, lead your body morning check-in, right? With the workout, and then we do a mindset check-in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, from my personal experience with many with the clients that I work with in the area of emotions, I feel that there are certain group of ladies that have have a challenge getting in touch with their emotions.
Mm.
Yeah. So whenever I ask, how do you feel? That's where that's where
The
the
crickets
stuckness
come on.
comes in. Yeah, and it's like many were like, I don't know how I feel. Yeah, or
Yeah,
having problem accessing to their emotions.
yeah.
Yeah, because for some, probably our audience out there, you may resonate with this. That whenever you can even test it on yourself right now. Ask
Mm,
yourself, how do you feel? if you're having a problem or a challenge, articulating how you feel. Yeah. So that is one area that you want to be aware of, right? And then now that you are aware that you may have some challenges assessing your emotions, what you're going to do about it, right? And reaching out for support is not weakness, like we always said.
Yeah.
Reaching out for support is actually courage, right? So
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So not just for some uh, um, they are very stuck in the thinking, right? The first thing, the first place that they go to is the thinking. They go into analyzing, until they are paralyzed.
Then they go
Yeah.
into rationalizing.
Yes. Yeah. And for some, they feel so much,
Yeah.
right, that they don't think. Yeah. Thinking is not the priority. They feel first,
Mm.
and many times, or even oftentimes, their actions are being led by the emotions, right? So there's no right or wrong about this. It's just being, again, like we said, being aware of where you go to first. You go to your thinking, feeling, or you just take action, and are you someone who's just so spontaneous and you just do without thinking or do without having any feelings? Yeah. So these are things that we want to be more aware, right? So that we can make better decisions that lead to more intentional action,
Mm-hmm.
right? And therefore better outcomes and results. Yeah. Wow. I mean, like this, we can go on and on and on because these
Yeah.
are topics that Carol and I are very passionate about. That's why we are into courage and confidence coaching. And we really love to connect with you as well, as other entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs out there, right? And so we hope to see you at our Her Courage Business Network on the 5th of October. Again, gentle reminder, join our Facebook group. Yeah, get the invitation link. Get if you are joining us from overseas, yeah, get the Zoom link. Right, if you are here locally, yeah, we love to meet you in person. Right, but again, seats are very limited due to the regulation. So first come, first serve, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, this is actually also a way for all of you, to think about, right? Right now you're aware that we have this business network for you. So what's your attitude with regards to what you want to do next for your business? And then the next thing is, taking action. Taking action is actually liking the Facebook page, join the Facebook group, and also sign up for the invitation to come to the launch, because it's very difficult for us to package everything into a few posts in order to share it with you. You have to be there, to be in attendance, to get all the nuggets that we are going to be putting out forward to you. This is from us to you, and specifically created for you as well. So come join us. Come join us.
Yes,
The meeting is free.
and yeah, and especially the networking. You
Mm,
want to meet other expertise, other professions, right? And
yeah.
then you can, explore the opportunities of collaboration with each other,
Mhm.
right? To support each other in our businesses, because we are all serving different audience, different clients, a different audience, yeah, with different needs. So do come and network, right? We really look forward to meeting you on the 5th of October.
Yes.
Okay? Yes.
Hmm.
And so, like we said, today is just an introduction, and we will be going into lots and lots of topics, right? Talking about leadership, how you lead with courage, as well as inviting female entrepreneurs,
Hmm.
right? From
From
I think we have
all
quite
around the
a
world.
couple of from different places, different country, right?
Yeah.
So to share their experience, their challenges, their nuggets of wisdoms and insights about their entrepreneurship journey, right? So we
Yeah.
look forward to that, and if you can also what you call that, uh, listen to our repeat,
Yeah. The
the
replay.
the
Yes.
replay of this recording, this this live, either on the podcast or our YouTube channel, right? And even on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anything to add before we say goodbye?
Yeah, well, I would like to say, continue to come on, because we are going to be running this series on a weekly basis. And in the next episode, we'll be talking about identity and self perception, which is important when it comes from a branding and marketing perspective for your business. What is your business brand identity? Who you are as a person, because if you are a solopreneur, you are the face of your business. What is your
Mm,
identity for yourself? How does that affect your business as a whole? And in terms of like self perception as well, because Lillian talked about being authentic, right? Not having if you are with your family, you are this one person, you have this persona, and then when you're in front of your customers and your business, you have another persona. So then in the end, you kind of like lost your own identity, who you are. So how do we actually combine all of that? The messaging that you want to put forward, what is actually the perception that you want to put forward, and still preserve a part of yourself. How do you create that congruency? And that's important in order for you to take your business forward. So identity and self-perception is the next topic we're going to be talking about. And I'm sure you are going to be very, very interested in that topic as well. So come join
yes.
us at the same time next week. That will be in Singapore time, 12:30, a lunchtime chat. It's going to be about 30 to 40 minutes. Just a quick one while you can enjoy your meal and also feed your mind together with us.
Yes, feed your mind and feed your body at the same time.
Mhm.
So we see you again next week at Voices of Courage Asia, Lead with Courage series. Right, this is Lillian here, and together with
Carol,
it's like Carol. We see you again next week. Bye.
bye.